Hey, good morning, everyone. Recently, probably recall recently, Biden put out his, uh, you know, not an executive order, but recommendation that companies with over, 100 employees make the vaccine mandatory. And well, it finally happened. The company I work for, we have a, we do a lot of government business. We're a large, say, defense contractor. Probably I don't know how many thousands of employees we have, but they made it mandatory for us that by January 1st you have to be vaccinated or basically terminated. It's come down to that. There is no there's no accountability for testing. You can't opt out and decide to get tested every week. There's also no consideration given for natural immunities for those of us who've had the vaccine. I had the vaccine, had the uh, the corona sickness, but I kind of knew this was going to be coming. I had a feeling it was going to after Biden announced that because they're going to put pressure on anyone that gets money from the government, and obviously defense contractors do. I don't actually work in defense contracting side. I work in the commercial side, but there's this one big company. They're just applying it to everyone, and in one way I get it because you know they're gonna do what they have to do to keep the gravy train coming. But it's not right. This is not right to force people to make this kind of decision. I've noticed that there's been a lot of medical personnel basically resigning from hospitals and stuff because they don't want to do it. They don't want to be forced to take the non-vaccine, and that's what everyone should be able to decide. You should be able to decide if you want to do this or not. It's it's not it's just some kind of it's just an Ebola or the Black Plague. Um, it's actually something similar to the flu. Now, do people die? Sure, they do. It happens. Most of them have some severe comorbidities. They're obese. They're diabetics. There's all kinds of things that can make your immune system weak, and you can't fight this off, and it makes you sick, and you die. That happens. But to just blanket try to get everyone to take this stuff into their body and not give them any other alternative except take the shot or become unemployed. Basically, that's what it is. Go out, if you have to not feed your kids and everything because maybe the husband and wife are working and both decide that they're not going to do it. So this is just not right. There's and I don't want to use the word fairness because I hate that word. I hate what's fair. There is no fairness in the world. In fact, their life is not fair. Everything about life is a risk. You When you get it from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you get in bed, and even if you're in bed, life is a risk. You could drive to work and get killed on the way to work. I saw this just the other day. I was going to work, bad accident on the freeway. Obviously, the person that was in the accident, they had them in the ambulance, and both paramedics were in the back working on that person, probably trying to get them stabilized. I don't know if they died or whatever, but it was obviously pretty bad. The person, did a Dale Earnhardt and lost control and at high speed and went right into the side wall, the cement wall that's alongside the freeway. I mean, the front of the car looked like an accordion. But those things happen. People get sick. People have accidents. They fall off things, and you can die. Just like before the corona sickness, we had people died of flu. People died of other things. Hundreds of thousands of people die every year from heart disease and obesity and all these things that are caused by lifestyle that could be changed and make your immune system better. But getting back to the mandates, it's just not right. It is not right. It's not. There is no freedom in that when people can have the freedom to make their own decision. Now, the people who have decided if they want to do that, that's fine. I have nothing against vaccines. If you want to get it, get it. If that makes you feel good and it makes you feel comfortable, then fine. But I think if you start looking at statistics and reports coming out of like Israel, I think it's like 50% of the people who have taken the vaccines are having breakthrough sickness. And I don't know why they call it breakthrough sickness. I mean, if you got the vaccine, you shouldn't be getting the sickness, or you should be getting, at all. I don't think. I mean, I don't think that's what vaccines are for. They're supposed to not make you not get it, not just let you get a lesser version. So basically, it's coming down to, I got to make a decision. What am I going to do? Am I going to cave and, basically bend over and take the injection so I can continue working? I mean, I got quite a few months to make that decision, but I shouldn't have to. I don't think anyone should have to make that decision. So, I can think about that for the next few months. What am I going to do? Is it worth taking the chance that, I take the injection and have zero side effects? Maybe it won't. Or maybe it'll be bad. I mean, I've personally talked to people who have taken the Johnson & Johnson one and had myocarditis, with inflammation around your heart. We know a lady who took the second shot and died a month later. I know a number of people who have been vaccinated and have gotten COVID and were really sick. So, and that's just me. And I'm not using that as evidence that you should listen to what I'm saying about, the efficacy of the vaccines or the side effects or anything. That's just the people we know, the people I know that this has happened to. And have been told personally, except for the lady that died. She didn't tell me personally that she died, but I know them very well. So, it really comes down to where you draw the line. What is it that we're all willing to do or not do to maintain our own sanity and our own, peace of mind. And, I got to go back to something that, the left always says when it talks about abortion, my body, my choice. It truly comes down to that for every one of us. It's your body, and you should be able to decide what you put into it and not be forced to put something into it that you're either totally against, totally don't believe in, or totally don't think is necessary. So, anyhow, I got a lot to think about, and let me show you my office mates here. Let me move the camera real quick. So I'm thinking here's my thinking partners. There's one little Chihuahua over there. There's my Dachshund, and there's a Jack Russell and the two other dogs. So they got a really rough life right now. They're just sitting here waiting for me to basically take them outside again or something. So anyhow, everyone have a great weekend. Got a lot of thinking to do over the next couple months, and hopefully none of you are in the same situation. And if you are, I pray for you to have the strength and guidance to figure out what you're going to do. So with that, we'll talk to you later, guys. See ya. Thanks. Bye.